Welcome back to Afternoon Express. And you know what I like to say? Is it even Afternoon Express during winter if there are no gorgeous OUMA rusks? So whilst I do open a box of OUMA rusks to share with all of my guests, I thought that I'd put a few memory-inducing, thought-provoking and heart-bearing questions on the table. Now I've got a question about the past, a question for now, and a question for the future. Who's ready to tuck in?
Oh, absolutely.
Ready?
Don't mind if
Yeah, I've got some stuff on the table. Don't worry about these. These ones I can probably just keep for myself. No, I'm joking. We're here to share. Now, gents, whilst you do dunk your rusks and do enjoy the coffee, I want to find out from you, who is the first most significant friend that you've ever made?
Sure.
Oh, that's going back way back. For some of us, much more than the others, you know. Well, I think, you know, you have friends that sort of, you know, are part of your life, and I think some great friends. I've got a lot of school friends that we don't talk often, but, I mean, I've known them way back, and some friendships I've rekindled, I guess. So, you know, it's amazing, I suppose. Yeah, from junior school, I've probably got friends that, if you're really thinking about that kind of know, degree, that's where I'm at.
And for yourself, Jay, who's that special friend that was like that #1 OG friend of all time?
You know, it's so difficult because, I mean, my sister's always been my best friend, but I think if I really have to think back, I remember my friend Chesney. Her name was Chesney Rose. We went to primary school together. And I remember the first time I went to school, I was so, like, scared. I hid in a corner. And I just remember the packed lunch that she came and sat next to me with, and she shared a lunch, and she said, it's going to be okay. And up until today, we're still good friends. She moved to the UK. But I get all my fashion stuff from her. So, you know, we still keep in contact, which is lovely.
Oh, that is so special to think of. I mean, as you gentlemen are answering, obviously it challenged myself to try to think back as to who my first friend was. Honestly, for the life of me, I cannot remember. I probably had an imaginary friend. Okay, well, I think it's simple to say my first friend was probably my siblings. I think that's the one best thing about having siblings. That was probably my first friend. But at school, I think I've just always been a person that, like, I'm always open. So whoever comes around me, I kind of want to make that special bond. But now I want to challenge you, gentlemen. What's that one thing that you bring to the table as a friend? Or what's that one thing that you think you can be better at?
Oh, I think one thing I've learned, and because of what I do and I get to travel and stuff, is I've got to make an effort to always communicate and reach out and say to people, hey, I'm here, I'm back, etc., etc. So for me, I think I'm one of those people that really gets out there and says, hey, I'm here, so I talk, I engage, you know, really in a big way to say, let's get together. And yeah, I have a fabulous core group of friends, and it's just wonderful.
Stunning. And yourself, Jay?
I think the one thing that I know, well, I like to think that I'm good at, is always making my friends smile, you know. Giving them a warm hug, you know, making them laugh, making light of a tough situation. But I think the one thing I struggle at is communication. And quite recently, I actually almost lost one of my closest friends because of my lack of communication. You know, like, it was just so easy to just reply, and I forgot, you know, and
to reach out.
And then eventually after some time we spoke again, and we built that trust and that communication, and now I've learned to put in more effort for the people that I value in my life.
I think that's one thing I'm definitely working at. Your strength and your weakness, I am the manifestation of it. I'm also, in fact, funny enough, I know my mom is watching. There was this one time during varsity that my mom made my entire friendship group and my family boycott me because I just wasn't communicating. I just wasn't reaching out. So my mom was like, okay, you're not reaching out to us, we're not going to reach out to you. So that's something I definitely have to learn as well. But I also want to find out, now looking into the future, what are the kinds of things or people that you want to have in your life? Like, what are those characteristics of a friend? What type of person do you want to have around you?
Must love food, and must love some, you know, bit of the grape oil juice and things like that.
I love
and you know, just fun at the end of the day. You know, I think life is too short, you know, to be so serious. We get sort of, you know, caught up in all sorts of different things. I mean, you know, through different chapters of lives, the ups and the downs and things like that. But, you know, food, wine and fun, absolutely. That's sort of the kind of people and friends that I want around the table at the end of the day.
She just hit the nail on the head, you know, but I think consistency is key in any friendship, you know. Someone who's going to be there for the good times, for the jams, but also someone who's going to just be your, you rally you up when you're going down and having a difficult time. So someone who's just there consistently through it all.
A rock at the end of the
And
day
you?
and support. For myself, ooh, this is a big one, actually. I need people and friends around me who will always give me the benefit of the doubt. Because I'm not good with communication, also I've got a pretty harsh sense of humor. So I need someone who's always just going to give me the benefit of the doubt and know that I want the absolute best for you as a friend and a supportive friend. We all need supportive friends, right?
Absolutely.
Well, cheers to that. Whilst we finish the rest of our OUMA RUSKS. Now I'm telling you, this is more than a RUSK. When you do bring out the tea and the OUMA RUSKS, the conversation always does get deeper. Connect with us on our social media and let us know what you look for in a friendship. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure you use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. But let's go back into the kitchen and get cooking.
There's more in every dip with OUMA.